Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing another Valentine's wreath. And these are the supplies I'm using. I'm going to get started by cleaning up my grapevine. I'm just clipping off some pieces that I don't like, removing some leaves, getting the tag off, and I'm just prepping it and seeing which side I want to use of the grapevine. Now I'm going to prep my greenery. I'm going to break them down into smaller pieces, getting them ready to be used. I was fussing with this one tag on this greenery here. I could not get it off, so I just put it to the side, basically. I'll find something to do with it, but I could not get that sticker off. Now I'm going to break up my ficus. I had this left over from a previous project, so there wasn't too much of it, but I did break it down into 3 different pieces. Now I'm going to work on this bush that I purchased from Hobby Lobby. I really like it. It has a bunch of different greeneries in it, so I'm breaking that down into smaller pieces as well. And then these roses I picked up at the Dollar Tree. So I'm only going to use 1 bundle in the grapevine wreath. And so 3 roses are going to go at the top and 3 roses are going to go at the bottom part. My electronic device decided to stop working when I was making a bow for this project. I did end up zip tying it onto the grapevine. At the end of this video, though, I will show you how I did the bow. Now it's time to get my finger guards on, because whenever I'm working with glue, I want those finger guards on. I purchased these from the Dollar Tree. So now I'm going in with the ficus first. It's kind of the longer bush stem that I had. So whatever I do on one side, I'm going to duplicate that as best I can on the other side. So whatever goes on one side is going to go on the other side. So I'm basically working around the bow, and anytime I'm placing something into the grapevine, I'm going in at a slant. I'm not just stabbing it right through the wreath. I'm going in at a slant. And this is what we have so far. So I just keep going. I'm putting layer upon layer on each side of the bow. Next, I'm going in with my roses. I did leave the stems on this rather long because I do want to kind of stagger them down. So like I said earlier, I'm going to do 3 roses on one side and the other 3 roses on the other side. When I place them into the grapevine, I do kind of bend them up a little bit. I don't want them to lay flat up against the grapevine. These little heart sprays I picked up from Hobby Lobby, and I just thought they were fun. So I'm going to chop the stem of it off because I don't want it that long, but I am going to have 1 on each side coming out of the grapevine. Once I get them glued into place, I do kind of fluff them out. And this is what I have so far. I decided to go ahead and add a little bit of greenery into the bow. So like before, I'm going to put one piece on one side of the bow and then another piece on the other side of the bow. I picked up these hearts from Hobby Lobby. They were on sale. I believe they were 40% off. So I'm going to give them I'm going to chop that down, and I'm going to put one on one side and one on the other side. I did kind of angle them differently. I didn't want it to look like it had ears. Okay folks, now it's time to make my bow. I'm going to do 5-inch loops on each side and then 8-inch tails. So I'm placing the ribbon into the Easy Bow Maker, and I'm using that dowel to help me keep everything in place. So I just loop and twist. Next I'm going in with this burlap pink I did purchase from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to do one loop on each side with this one. Next, I'm going in with a 1.5-inch ribbon. This I purchased from Hobby Lobby as well, and that was also 40% off. So I wanted to do another 1.5-inch ribbon, the Valentine ribbon, and like I said, one loop on each side. I thought I would have enough of the pink burlap to do 2 more loops, but I didn't, so I do end up using this just as tails. I decided to go back in with the 2.5-inch ribbon, so I'm going to do one loop each on each side, and then I'm going to finish it off with the 1.5-inch ribbon. Now I'm going to get out a zip tie, and I want to make sure that I go up underneath all the loops on the right hand side. And what I'm doing is I'm going to start the bow off with the zip tie. I'm not going to crank it all the way down. I'm going to use it to help me get the bow out of the Easy Bow Maker, and I'm going to take the zip tie, bring it to the back of the bow, and I'm going to attach another zip tie. Just make sure when you attach it, you're attaching it the right side up so that you can zip tie it off when you add it to your grapevine. Now I'm going to fluff my bow. They also call this breaking the bow. And I just want to get my tails and my loops exactly where I want them, and then I'm going to trim up my tails. I will usually always dovetail 2.5-inch ribbon, and with the 1.5, I'll just cut them at a slant. Now I'm just going back through, making sure I have cut all of my tails. Now it's time to clean up my workstation. Okay, folks, this is my completed project. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.